All right, man. Terence Crawford said he doesn't like that people is blaming him for the Errol Spence fight not getting done. He said he don't blame himself, not one bit. That he just blames the business of boxing. Then that's fair. He could sit there and he could have blamed Errol Spence, but he didn't. He continues not to blame Errol Spence. If y'all pay attention to it, he continues not to blame Errol Spence. When, other to the naked eye, it seemed like he could blame Errol Spence 24/7, 365. He could blame him every bit if he wanted to. But he pretty much just saying it's the business of boxing. And that's kind of pretty much what he said. And everybody know the business of boxing is all, it's all messed up. Everybody know it is. It's not the same. It's not as easy to make fights. You know what I'm saying? Even though they say there's more money in boxing than ever. All right. And, he probably right. It's probably just the business of boxing and how they do a business. But he says Terence Crawford says the Errol Spence fight will happen next year, if at all. And then people say, well, this our region fight don't sell. Then he had to run back to PBC, this, that, and third. At the end of the day, we'll see if Black Prime is sticking around forever. We'll speak on them later on too. He said, I'm moving forward with my career, me and Errol. If that fight happens, it will happen next year, said Terence Crawford to Errol Helwani's podcast. I just don't like the fact that a lot of people blaming me for trying to make the fight. I just blame the business of boxing. I don't blame myself for not one portion of the fight not being made. All right? And some people can say maybe he just being self-centered. Maybe he lying. Whatever it may be. Whatever it may be. But at the end of the day, I tell y'all, man, PBC didn't want the fight. When he was with Bob Arum, they say you got to get rid of Bob Arum. The fight to be made, it'd be easier to be made. He left Bob Arum, and the fight wasn't easy. It wasn't easy to be made. Then they said, now they saying, he got to get somebody that's respectable to that know the sport of boxing to get the fight done. I mean, I just had Bob Arum. What are you talking about? You know what I'm saying? He asked him. So I just don't get it. It's just continuing. It just continue to move the bar. That's all it is. It's just continuing to move the bar. And he just caught up in a bad time in boxing. That's it. That's it. And ultimately, ain't nothing that he can do about it. They don't want to do business with him. If he was Hispanic, they'd do business with him. I could tell y'all about what Al Heyman really wants. Kept telling y'all that. He want to put Errol in there with Canelo. It ain't nothing that the man can do about it. And people will say, well, he could plenty of blame. He said, I feel I agreed to everything I need to agree to, said Crawford about his negotiated Spence. I feel like I've done everything that I was supposed to do as an independent fighter. It's only so much I could do. And it's the MMA hour. So at the end of the day, I mean, what else can he do? What else do y'all want him to do? You know what I'm saying? It's never gonna be enough. He going there and beat Spence ass. It's never gonna be enough. He loses Spence, they gonna sit there and then prop his legend up. You know what I'm saying? And now him ain't delivered one fight on time yet. He ain't delivered one fight on time. Not one big fight. He made you wait half a decade for Pacquiao and Floyd Mayweather. You know what I'm saying? He made y'all wait shit over half a decade for Keith Thurman and Errol Spence. And now he trying to cash out Errol Spence. Now he trying to cash out Errol Spence. Versus Canelo is the plan. He ain't even trying to make Charlo and Errol Spence. He'd rather go, get some. He'd rather go get somebody else from another promotional company like Manny Pacquiao and Keith instead of making Keith and Earl. He got all this power, but don't force these niggas to do nothing that's good for the fans to see. That's what's crazy about it. He got all this power, but don't be wanting to use it for the benefit of the viewership. If he doing good for boxing, how you fumble that big ass bag? Where everything go from free TV originally going back to premium network. That's what I don't get. If he's so successful and he doing what's right for boxing, why is all the programming going on pay-per-view? We ain't even got to 2023 yet, and he got 4 pay-per-views lined up for the first 4 months. Come on. 4 pay-per-views lined up for the first 4 months. Think about that for a minute. How was that? How was that boxing? How's that good for boxing? And y'all don't go in y'all pockets and buy pay-per-views anyway. Y'all don't. Come on. Y'all don't go in y'all pockets. It's a proven fact. More non-PBC fighters go in their pockets. More non-PBC supporters go in their pockets and buy PBC pay-per-views than these PBC fanatics. And even if they didn't have it, you know what I'm saying? Even if they did have it, they will still wouldn't spend it. They still won't spend it. Trust and believe me. This nigga's cheap. Because I'm not the one saying that these are good cards or nothing like that. And that's why we can't get what we want, because y'all won't just stop fucking watching bullshit. That's why we can't get what we want. Y'all won't stop watching bullshit. Y'all watch everything. Y'all talk about everything. Y'all support all the bullshit. Niggas talk dog shit about Rod Salka, and they talk mad shit about Rod Salka and Danny Garcia, and everybody tuned in and watched that shit. All the hardcore boxing fans tuned in and watched it. That's what's crazy. All the hardcore fans turned in and watched it. So of course they gonna treat y'all how they want to treat y'all. Cause y'all gonna watch and take and buy whatever they put out there. Every time. Every time. So I can treat y'all how I want to treat y'all. I'm gonna treat y'all, but for the same thing with Crawford, I mean, what else can he have done? Wasn't no contract. Errol Spence talking about, we want you to show the draft. It's not a contract. So if he feel like he ain't done nothing wrong, does that make the statement true? No. From his perspective, he felt like he ain't do nothing wrong. But he's been submissive to what, Errol Spence and PBC wanted. What more submissive can you be than getting rid of your promoter who put your career on the map? Come on, what else do you want him to do? Al Heyman in the way. He went out there and found investors for the fight. And Al said, well, he let nobody touch this fight. Like, come on, we know why you wouldn't let nobody touch this fight, because you don't want to see the fight. You don't want Errol Spence to get his ass whooped. And that's what it is. And everybody at PBC know. All they want to do is age out Terence Crawford. And wouldn't be surprised if Errol Spence went up, fought Canelo Alvarez, and then came back down, started screaming Errol Spence, Terence Crawford name. The Mikey Garcia, the Kell Brook. And Errol want to play this role like, I ain't fighting Keith Thurman, or, they controlling my career and I'm not happy right now. What's going on? I was blindsided. Nigga, you going to get exactly what you looking for in life. Trust me. You going to get exactly what you looking for. Joy and pain. Like, son, sign off. You ain't gonna find no joy, nigga. You gonna find a lot of pain in your career, nigga. A lot of it. Cause don't nothing come to a hoe ass nigga but hoe ass shit. And that's how he move. That's what he is. That's how he moving. I said what I said. That's why old boy is trying to split his head open. That's why old boy is trying to crack that head open. And I don't blame his ass neither. Want to get caught up with street niggas. Nigga, no matter how street and how gangster you is in boxing, it don't in the streets. It don't translate in boxing, bro. It don't. But hey, it is what it is. Let me know what you girls and guys think. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. That subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance of notifications. We go live and drop video. Financially, you want to support the channel, Cash App, $, CJ Good 313, Venmo, CJ Good 313, PayPal link description. Hit the link tree. Find me on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, the whole nine. Appreciate the love and support. One time for one time. Peace.